Hey, it's Jody. I woke up a while ago, still have bedhead, and still have CPAP strap marks. I've been told this means I'm dehydrated. I have so much going on in my head, and I'm just going to let it out. I'm finally going to let it out. I'm going to say some shit, and people are going to be shocked because I have kept this in way too long, and the stars are aligned, and we're about to have an eclipse, and tomorrow's Friday the 13th, and I just don't give a fuck anymore. I decided, you know what? We're going to make the coffee, and we're going to turn on the video, and we're going to let it all out. And if I ever post this, God help me, because we're going to let it all out. I can't hold this in anymore. I'm done. I'm done. And my children, if they watch this, are going, because they know. They know. When mom says, I'm done, it means the steel wall has come down and there's no going back. We've reached that point of no return. Mom has officially crossed the line and all hell's about to break loose. Because Jody has been a people pleaser her whole life, and she will put up and shut up and 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 people please until she can't hold another ounce. And then she says, I'm done. And explodes like a volcano. Because I was raised in a toxic environment my entire childhood, right up until I was an adult and went out on my own. And my coping strategy was to stuff it and stuff it and stuff it and stuff it and stuff it, and I have paid for it my entire life with the way I deal. And what I have done in my adult years is put up and shut up until I can't take it anymore, and then I pack my bags and I move on. And because I'm a woman of integrity and I keep my word, I keep people's confidence. And even when they have fucked me over so bad that I'm the one on the side of the road bleeding, gasping for breath, I still keep people's confidence. Even when I block them and move on with my life, I don't spill their secrets. And I still won't. However, I have had an experience, and I am allowed to share my experience in the world. And I am tired of keeping my mouth shut and suffering. Because that is not healthy for me, and it is not how I roll. And I was just laying in bed, looking at my phone, thinking about this. Thinking about how much I am hurting myself and my own health. And how much my own health has suffered from my people pleasing and my stuffing it and keeping the peace. And being afraid that my children might be upset with me if I say that or if I do that. I am 53 fucking years old. I have epilepsy. It doesn't matter what my children think of my choices. It doesn't matter what my mother thinks of my choices. It doesn't matter if friends agree with what I decide to do from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. Clearly, I have not done enough work with my friend Gwen working on inner child healing. Clearly, I have not had enough access to health care and mental health care if I am still living my life in reaction to others. I am a grown-ass woman. I have the right to make my own choices. one foot in front of the other, come what may. And anyone who doesn't agree with me needs to see this and get help for themselves as well. And that's what is driving me to make this video, because I know I'm not the only one. And I was laying in bed and I was thinking about how many people have seen my videos in the past and said, "You're so brave and you inspire me." And I thought, why? Why? I'm just a regular person. Like, I'm not an influencer and I'm not one of these, I'm just a regular mom who had kids and had a job. And I made a video once. I went on some self-development group and I was really excited to be there. And instead of most people just typing posts, a lot of people made videos. And it was new. Like 5 years ago, people weren't videoing everything they did. Like, it was still really new to make videos and post them on groups. And I went in this self-development group and a lot of people made videos. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I never made a video, right? And I turned on my phone and I was just going to make this little 1 minute video, 2 minutes maybe, and just be like, "Hi, I'm Jody. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for having me," And I started talking and I'd never videoed before. And looking at myself, it was like I opened a portal to a new dimension. And I just went, and started crying, talking about what was going on in my life at the time. It was like 10 minutes or something. And I was like, oh my God, could not believe making this video was like this whole new thing. I'd never done anything like that before. And somehow something inside me I almost didn't post it. And I was like, why did you do that? And I posted it. Something made me post it in this group. And so many people in the group were like, oh my God, you were so real. And so and they came up with so much loving support. Well, then I had to make another video because I had told them something that was going on in my life at the time. And so then I had to make another video to follow up on what happened next in my story. And so that's what started me making videos. Outside of that group, I've never shown anyone the first 3 or 4 videos I ever made. I think it was my 5th one or something that even made it to my YouTube channel when I started a YouTube channel and later and put all my videos on there. My first 3 or 4 never went outside that original group because they were so vulnerable and they're somewhere on my phone or on my iCloud or something. But those first 3 or 4 videos never made it outside that original group. Making videos was so healing and so therapeutic for me. And it was for the first time in my life, I had to look at myself. And even today, what is it, 5, 6 years later? Yeah, it's 6 years now. 6 years later, when I make a video, I watch it back numerous times. When I do a live on Facebook or on something else, I watch it back. I have to watch it back at least once, because especially now with the epilepsy, I don't remember, if I talk for, now it's been 8 minutes. I don't remember, what I said 3 minutes ago. I don't remember what I said 6 minutes ago. I don't remember how I started this video. I'm so in the moment that I don't remember what I said before right now. So when I'm done with this, I'll watch the whole thing back and then decide, is it going to actually get posted anywhere? What am I going to do with this video? Is it going to sit on my iPad for a week? Is it ever going to get posted? I make videos all the time. I've never stopped making videos in 6 years. 80% of them never get seen by anyone but me. People don't even know that. People probably think, oh, she hasn't made a video in a really long time. No, I've always made videos. Yesterday, I was in my bed watching videos that I made last year just to see where I was last year at this time. Because, I don't know, with my epilepsy, I don't even remember. And that was something that I was thinking about that made me want to make this one today. I have such memory loss with this illness and with this with this disability that I deal with epilepsy. I have such memory loss that I have to make videos and I have to journal because I don't even know who I am some days. And then other days I wake up and I'm the same woman that used to run hotels overnight at Disney. And I'm Jody, like I've always been for the last 53 years. And it's like I don't even have epilepsy. And then the next day I wake up and I'm epilepsy girl. It's the weirdest thing. The best way to describe it is if you've ever had an old gas oven in your house, like you know how you can have go in a kitchen in a regular home and you have an oven with a stove on top, and you can either have gas, electric, or now they have those flat glass ones, I forget what they're called, induction cooktop or whatever. In the old days you had gas, and you had the gas thing and it had all the little holes where the fire would come out, right? And sometimes they would be clogged. Sometimes you would turn the thing and the flame would come out, but some of the holes would be clogged and you never knew. Like most of the time you'd turn it up and the fire would come out of all the holes, right? This is the best description I've found to like explain how my brain works after having so many seizures and so many like grand mal seizures where I go unconscious and I'm convulsing, and like it does something to your brain. Okay, so after having so many seizures where I didn't die, thank God I didn't die, right? I could have died like 100 times from this disability. I'm still here. Isn't that enough? Isn't it enough that I'm still here? Like that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother video. But anyway, think of a gas stove. Sometimes you would turn it on and for some reason, like some of those holes wouldn't fire, you know? Like some of the holes, the flame would be fine out of some of them, but some of those would get clogged and the flame wouldn't come out of all of them. I feel like that's the best way to explain it. Like some days I turn it on and they're all firing really great. And some days I turn it on and like some of the holes are clogged and the fire's not coming all the way around the circle. And there's just some random ones that the fire's not coming out all the way. And I have no way to predict when that's going to happen. And so some days I'm totally myself and some days I'm epilepsy girl, or some days I'm at 80%, or some days, and there's no way to predict it, and there's no way to explain this to people, because I've lost friends over my disability, because they don't understand. They're like, you're fine, so-and-so just made that up to control you, that's not really your epilepsy, I took you to the store and you were fine. No, I actually wasn't. When you left me alone in the store and you said, go that way and find your stuff and I'll be over here, I actually struggled really bad, but I didn't want you to know. And so I pretended everything was fine. And I pretended I had everything I needed. And when I went back home, I didn't have everything I needed. But I didn't want you to know. So I masked and I pretended that I was okay. Because I was already traumatized enough at that point by everything I had been through.